Hi everyone, I'm Alister Benn and you're watching Expressive Photography. In this week, Adam Gibbs and I are going to be critiquing this photograph here by Steve. As soon as I saw it, I recognised the place and just really wanted to highlight what a beautiful location it is to the rest of you watching this video. As always with these critiques, Adam and I are just opposing of... As with all of these video critiques, Adam and I are just offering our observations. If you feel that you can pick up something from what we're talking about or some of the things that we're mentioning and you can use them for your photography, then that's all we're really trying to do here. Plus to give some useful and valuable critique to the original poster. So in this case, Steve's image here. So hopefully Steve is going to feel he gets something out of it, but we hope that everybody would manage to get some sort of insights towards composition or processing based on Adam and myself's observations. So sit back and enjoy another critique from Adam Gibbs and myself. And don't forget to go over to Adam's channel and subscribe. Thanks.
Well, this is an absolutely stunning scene from Steve here on the Isle of Lewis, I believe. Now, I have been to this location, and the weather in this is just spectacular. I believe that the cliffs are they've got to be around 30 or 40 meters high. So I'm just in awe of the size of this wave in the back here. That's got to be over 100 feet, and the pinnacle in the foreground and the waves are just absolutely spectacular. I'm quite jealous because when we were there, it was quite sunny and calm, relatively speaking. So these conditions are just spectacular. And I remember from this location, one of the hardest things for me was to try and find space for this prominent needle here, because that was the most prominent sea stack in the whole scene, and trying to have it separated from the background was tricky at best. So I'm pretty sure, I'll have to look in my library, but I'm pretty sure I have a composition exactly the same as this, because there aren't that many options for this central portion here. The brooding clouds in the background really add to the scene. There isn't anything that I can say that would improve this, and not that it needs improving. Of course, you know, a little bit of extra light would have really been great. But I mean, what can I say? If I'd been at this location with these conditions, I would have been really happy with the results. The only thing that and of course this is a very personal thing, is the color temperature of the overall image. I do find it a little bit warm, and often associate warm colors with more pleasant kind of environments. And when it comes to stormy, brooding conditions, I associate that with cooler tones. Now, that's not to say that everybody should do that. That's just the way I interpret things. So I would probably just cool this down ever so slightly. I'll just go -7, -5, something like that, just to cool down the clouds a little bit, and also the actual feeling of the cliffs. They just seemed a little bit warm to me. So overall, just an absolutely spectacular image. I did play around with it just a little bit, just to see if there were any kind of ways to improve on looking at different elements within the scene to draw your attention. As an example, this is just spectacular back here. And I was kind of thinking, okay, so perhaps if there was some way that I could just subdue the stormy waves in the foreground just a little bit, so that we're drawing more attention to this. And the only way to do that would be to just actually darken this water texture a little bit. So this is just really quick here. What I would probably do, and luminosity masks are great for this in Photoshop, but we'll try it in Lightroom just as an example. So I'm just going to paint this in really quickly, this mask here. And what I'm trying to say here is that, I mean, the photograph is perfect as it is. However, I would like to see a bit more emphasis on some of these waves on the mist and the waves on the pinnacles and such. So one way to do that would be to just bring down the exposure ever so slightly, and perhaps the whites, and then the opposite for those areas that we want to highlight. So we'll grab the brush again here. This time we'll use the auto mask. So I'd like to bring a bit more emphasis to this wave up here, and perhaps this section here, and this section down here, and here, and here, and perhaps a little bit on the cliffs here. And we can do this individually, or we can do it as I'm doing here, just as one big lump, like so. And I do the opposite. I would just bring up those areas ever so slightly, almost to the point where they're overexposed. So let's bring the exposure up a little bit. Something like that. So what I'm trying to do, as I said, is just try to bring more attention to those areas rather than looking at the whole scene.
As a Scot, I couldn't resist showing this photograph. This is a place I know very, very well, having run many workshops on the west coast of Scotland. This is a pretty famous area out on the islands, and this was obviously an insane day. I've been out here in huge storms before, and this wave going over that cliff, that is a monster. I mean, these cliffs are 80 feet high, so this is well over 100 feet of surf going over the top here. So just the pure energy and vicious ferocity of the weather, and to stand in that place and get a sharp shot is commendable, you know, so props for getting this photograph in the first place. I just know how difficult it is to be there in this weather. Now, this is quite a famous view. It's somewhere that it's not popular, but it's certainly well known, and lots of workshops go there. And this pinnacle is very distinctive, you know, this beautiful pointy pinnacle. And because the swell was so high and the tide was coming in these big surges, what has been able to be achieved here is isolation. If you go there at a low tide, you cannot isolate this pinnacle because these rocks get in the way and you lose that shape. So that attention to detail is to be highly commended. The color palette is beautifully rendered. The warm tones of the very sparse soil and the vegetation, and juxtaposed with the beautiful greenness, even on very grey, overcast days, there's a beautiful colour in the ocean off the west coast of Scotland that's really admirable. And I think it's been handled with a great degree of sensitivity. In terms of a couple of little things, the shape in this area has been lost. This pinnacle here has quite a nice shape, and you can see it's superimposed against a dark boulder there. I think if it was my shot, you know, and it's difficult to do because it's so zoomed in here, but highlighting round here and maybe taking some of the darkness off of that back rock there to allow just a little bit more separation. This area gets a little cluttered. The second thing is this, which is either a juvenile gull or a skua, depending on the time of year, probably a gull, which ultimately just looks like a sensor spot. And yes, it does give a sense of scale, but equally it looks like a sensor spot. So I'm not sure how much value it's adding. But on the whole, I think this is actually an image that's been really well handled. The contrast is good. It's not oversaturated. It's not overly contrasty. It's just been handled with a very, very high level of sensitivity to the content. And I think that is a really admirable thing. I love the luminosity of all the surf. It's very graphical, but in particular, I just feel it belongs in itself. If I was to be super critical, I think the vignette, the heaviness of the vignette on that left-hand side is probably a little overdone for my taste, purely because it becomes incongruous. You could probably dial that back by a small percentage. You know, if I just grab a brush and just lift those blacks a tiny bit, you know, we can pull it back by a very small amount, you know, just enough to take some of the heat out of it, just make it feel not quite as heavy. And then you're still achieving the same effect without it being quite so noticeable. But above and beyond that, beautiful place, wild day, nicely processed, and yeah, majestic, very impressive. So thank you very much for sharing this one with us.